Hey guys, you're welcome to this series where we are going to be looking at inter-exchange arbitrage. Yes, this is by popular choice. Okay, yes, is what you call Great Minds Choice series. All right, so let's get into it, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And if you haven't liked, like, because you see, this series is going to change your life, your trading life. Okay, now before I get started, just in case you don't know, we have our Wonder Tool packages, right? That will help you to give you consistent signals on inter-exchange arbitrage. Yes, if you want to know more about it, click on the link in the description and I'll be sharing with you all the juicy stuff you need to know, because in this particular episode, I'm going to be sharing with you the signal for the day. Yes, so don't go anywhere because I'm going to be sharing with you top signals from our Wonder Tool. You can't afford to miss it. Okay, now let's get into the series. What is inter-exchange arbitrage? I want to give you my own definition, and I'm also going to give you the Chrome definition, which of course, when you go to check out millions of stuff, you want to know it. So my own definition is inter-exchange is buying low on one exchange and going to sell for higher profits on another exchange. Simple. It's just an advanced way of, would you call it the senior brother of spot trading? Only that you do it from one exchange to another. Okay, so that's what inter-exchange is. And for the Chrome mini, just says taking advantage of different prices of different coins on different exchanges. Simple. Because what we're doing is that we're trying to exploit the inefficiencies in the market. You know all that big English. That's what Chrome is going to give you. But the main point here is that we're buying low and selling high, buying from one exchange and selling to another exchange. So we want to look at the certain things that will help you to make the right decisions on the coins that you're going to use for this inter-exchange arbitrage, since we know we have to buy from one exchange and sell to another exchange. So we're going to use, for the purpose of the series, the first exchange is going to be called the originating exchange, okay? The place where you're buying the coin. And the second exchange where you're going to be sending it to will be called the destination exchange. That's how we'll be able to keep ourselves with this information, okay? So let's start with the originating exchange. Now, what are my top picks? There are many exchanges, but I have used so many exchanges. And for you guys know that I love Binance. Binance is not exactly 100% perfect, but I would say it's my top pick. Okay, so Binance is my number one. I have used several, several, exchanges, but I have seen that Binance has been consistent. It has been very useful for me and it has had standards. Yes, I love the fact that it just can't come and put anything on Binance. No, it has to go through some strict rules and regulations. Yeah, so there are a lot of pros when it comes to using Binance because the central exchange, it's not a decentralized exchange, it's a centralized exchange. It has standards, it has things, rules that you have to follow. So not anyhow kind of coins can be listed here. And if you notice that there's any incongruencies in any coin, they're going to chalk that coin out. Yes. So my number two exchange that I would suggest you have, and I'm sure you already have it, right, is KuCoin. Why do I like KuCoin so much? Now, of course, you guys know that KuCoin is more expensive than, Binance. But because of the standards it has, it upholds its standards and also ensures that not just any kind of coins are listed on it. It is my number two. I love the fact that it has, some form of transparency as much as possible, right? And then it helps to ensure that your trades don't get spoiled because a lot of them can. It will give you, if there's any coins that have any problems, it will show you. It will show you and give it a tag, an ST tag. You see, when a coin has an ST tag, do not go close to it because that's special treatment. It's going to be dealing with it. They're going to be evaluating it's how it works, whether it's worthy to be on their platform, and then whether it's going to be delisted. So you don't want to ever get close to any coin that has ST on it. Okay, you guessed right. Bybit is my number three choice of platform. Now, not only has this particular platform kept It's P2P, and that's really, really, really important for those of us in Nigeria, right? Yeah, it also has standards. I've seen it, a lot of coins that have probably taken about a year ago, months ago. I've still seen it on the platform. Yes. Now it's quite accommodating. It's not as strict as Binance, but it also has standards. I'm telling you, it's a platform that will help. It's good for inter-exchange arbitrage. It's also good for triangular arbitrage. It's good for spot trading. I'm telling you, this is my number 3 pick because not only is it good for all of that, it's also good for P2P trading. Yes. So if you are in Nigeria and you don't know how to get onto P2P, this is a good platform for you to do P2P. Okay, for those of you asking, how do I do P2P? How do I do? This is a platform. If you are in Nigeria, this is a platform. Okay, I just hope they won't stop there. So my number 4 pick is going to be BitGet. Now it took me a while to decide between BitGet and the other one, but I think I've settled on my number 4 as being BitGet. Not only do I like their color, which is really nice and popping, but it also has good pairs. I've traded with this platform, I've made money with this platform, and I'm not actually promoting any platform, right? They haven't given me money to promote them. I wish they did, but they didn't. In fact, I was offered, but I declined. Really, I have to be very honest with you. You see this particular platform? I've gotten messages from them for me to do some promo for them, but I've decided I don't want to do that. Why? Because I want to be very objective. Okay, very, very objective, and that's why I'm not taking any of these deals to promote any exchange. Okay, so if I'm talking about these exchanges, it's because I have used them and I know that they work for me. I've tried so many, but I'm sticking with this 5. It's good for inter-exchange arbitrage, good for triangular arbitrage, and of course, spot trading. And you can also do P2P on it. So for those of you looking for P2P, another exchange that you can do that on. My number 5 is Mexi. Yes, yes, yes. I wish it actually could rise up within the ranks, but you see, this particular platform has done me some little strong things. One of the little, what I call it, you want to say pros and cons? Okay, yes. One of the cons is the fact that it's quite lenient. It allows any kind of coin list, and that means that more coins than not will get delisted very soon. So for me, because of that little issue, it has to be on my number 5, right? But whichever way, apart from that little con, it's still a good platform. It has no fees for transactions for most of their pairs. Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's totally all the pairs, but for most of the pairs, it's free transactions. So you can try it out. You can actually, do some trading here without paying any fees, right? But just watch out. Some of those coins could get delisted, or they may begin to, be under evaluation and BST and all of that. So you have to be very, very careful when you come to Mexi. I'm not saying it's a bad place. I mean, I wouldn't use it if it's bad, right? But you just have to be very careful and let your eyes be open, okay? When it comes to inter-exchange arbitrage, you need to get signals. Yes, you need to get some measure of signals to be able to evaluate, to simulate, and now take your trades, right? I'm going to be showing you our signal for today because we got a signal from our Wonder Tool. Are you interested in finding out? Click on the like button, right? And of course, subscribe to the channel because I'm about to share with you the signal for the day. Right, it's now time for our signal of the day. Now take note, it may not be the same thing when you are watching this. I just want to let you know that our Wonder Tool can perform wonders, okay? If you're interested in getting login access, just click on the links in the description and we will talk about that. So we have a veil slash USDT, and our Wonder Tool told us that we should buy a veil on USDT in BitGet and then go sell it over at Bybit. So let's see whether our Wonder Tool is saying the truth. Okay, so here we have 00712. That is currently the price of a veil here. So we are going to put in $100. Just need $100 for us to be able to get the percentage profit to see whether this can work. Okay, so I have put that in. What did I get? I'm getting 14,104.37. Okay, I'm going to copy that. Now remember that we need to know whether we can get this withdrawn. Very, very important. Let's copy that. So we want to check what the network is for withdrawal of avail. So let's quickly go and check that. We will quickly see. I will put click on withdraw, and then I will check to see whether I can get avail, and let's see what it has to offer us. Avail. Okay, avail is here. On-chain withdrawal, and then we will quickly see what it has to offer. The network, very important. Okay, it says it has AVL. So AVL is costing us how much? 0.00354, less than 1 cent. Interesting. It also has the Ethereum, the ERC20. The fee is actually 245.77 avail. What is that coming to? That comes to 1.74 USD. Okay, ERC20 is always very expensive. So put this on your mind. We will have to go check in Bybit whether it has AVL or it has ERC20. Okay, so now I have already copied that. Let's quickly go over to Bybit. Currently in Bybit, it says we should sell it off. So let's try and see whether there is any profit. Okay, so we click on sell. We put in the avail that we have here, 104.37. Okay, so here we can see that we have 101.15. So we can see that there is profit of $1.15. But wait a minute, don't forget that even though our transfer fee from BitGet to to Bybit is just less than 1 cent, or maybe $1.74, we have to be sure that we can deposit it here. So let's quickly go and check on the deposit. Okay, so we will see whether we can deposit AVL, that's depositing crypto, and then we put in AVL. We have to see avail. Okay, so here is avail deposits. Let me see what it says here. Deposit completion 5 confirmations. Okay, let's just click on that. Let's see what it will tell us. What's the network? Okay, we need to be sure what the network is. The network, okay, the network is avail. The network is avail. Okay, the network is avail. Let's see whether there's any other thing. Let me click on how many networks we will have there. So it shows that we can actually deposit it. I just want to be sure that everything is fine, the wallet address and all of that. It's not showing me any other thing, so I guess we will be able to deposit. I'm trying to get the actual deposit network, and all it's showing me, as you can see here, the network is avail. So that means that this is good. This is actually good, people. That means you would make a lot of profit if you actually take this trade. But don't forget, we are just showcasing, an example of one of the signals you can get on our Wonder tool. Yes, so all you have to do is click on the link in the description and you'll be chatting with me on how you can get login access. Okay, I hope you've learned a lot from today's class on inter-exchange arbitrage and you are ready to get implementing. Yes, don't forget that, you see, it's the fastest fingers that gets the best. Okay, so you have to be fast, you have to move with speed. Now in the next episode we'll be looking at another critical aspect of inter-exchange arbitrage. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to like this, and of course, if you need any information or you want us to have a one-on-one chat, just click on the link in the descriptions and we will be chatting together. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.